Hello, Libra. Welcome to your January soul session. This is for the 1st through the 15th of January. So let's go ahead and jump into you guys' cards. Welcome to 2024. By the way, oh, that's weird. Okay. First card that we have out is the same exact card that came out for Capricorn. Okay, can I do this? I forgot to tell Capricorn happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Okay. My lighting and the cards is not going together, so just trust me. Anyway, so we have the Judgment in the reverse as you guys overall energy coming into, wow, this is super strange, coming into the month of January 2024. And your challenge energy, you guys have the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. Hopefully that is clear. If it is not, I apologize 1,000 times over. So what it is looking like to me, Libra, much like I saw for Cappy, apologize for talking about another sign in your reading, but it's feeling out of alignment. It's like it's a desire to elevate, to evolve, to go to the next level, but it's feeling as if there's some sort of block in this. It kind of would feel like to you guys as taking one step forward and taking 2 steps back, having aspirations to be in a better position than it is that you guys are at present, but not necessarily feeling as if the universe or whatever is conspiring in your favor. For others of you, in a very tangible sense, this could be like a literal step back, whether it is like taking a pay cut, or even like, say if you got a job, it's like having to like being more qualified for a job, but taking something that's like entry level just because you actually needed something. That would be like the more practical side of this, and kind of grappling with that. But I'm also feeling very similar to what I felt for Capricorn. And this would be relevant for you guys as well, because of course we're in Capricorn season. So this very well could be because this is in the same position of what was their theme. So this could literally just be an energetic theme that's happening for all signs, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, the thing that I'm seeing that I saw for them as well, which could just be something that's indicative for Capricorn season, is feeling like you're not in the right place or you're not thriving. What I just heard my guide say was thrive. So Libra, you feel like you're surviving, but you don't necessarily feel like you're thriving. And I feel that with this, there is some I'm just gonna say guilt. And not necessarily that you actually did anything, but I do feel like this could be like false guilt, or misjudging yourself, or almost feeling things like I deserve this, like because of what I've done or who I've been or decisions that I've made in the past. I deserve this is kind of like the narrative that I'm picking up on the energy of, you know what I'm saying? Like feeling as if you've made some misstep in your life somewhere, and somehow like what you're going through at present, or what you're going through in life, or things being this way, or you having to take that job that was entry level when you're more qualified, or going through that particular divorce, or whatever the case, like whatever it is for you in particular, it's feeling like you deserve that. Now that kind of adds to what it is that I'm seeing with the 7 of Cups, and what I'm seeing with this 5 of Wands, because it's almost like a confusion. It's like, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? It's kind of like losing sight of what's next for me, and knowing that there's this sense of needing to make a decision, needing to move forward, needing to do something different. But it's kind of feeling like you're in this fog or this cloud. Like there's like I need to move forward, but I don't know how, is kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. And also with this 5 of Wands, I'm seeing this with where this could be manifesting, like with conflict with other people. You know what I'm saying? And it would be more in the sense of feeling, it's almost like a mentality where you have to fight to try to get somewhere, because it's like this belief like, I don't want to say people are after you or attacking you, but it feels like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's feeling like there's always just opposition. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you're trying to get ahead, there's always opposition. There's always like people, stuff, situations, circumstances that are getting in the way of what it is that you're trying to get to. And with this falling into your challenge, it's more or less there's a need to see above the fray. There's a need to get an alternative perspective, but there's also a call for you guys to stand in your power. Because again, much like what I saw in Capricorn's reading, there's like this element of like not being in alignment with your authentic self. It's like not standing for your truth, and that is really the source of where the confusion is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because it's this thought of, why am I not elevating, but not looking at where am I trying to elevate, if that's making sense. Now, going into your specific energy, geez, y'all have the same card as Capricorn. Your like central energy that you're in coming into the month, forgive my lighting, is the Fool card. Of course, that's Aries energy coming from the end of, that's interesting. Coming from the end of okay, that's as good as it's gonna get, y'all. Coming from the end of December and the latter part of 2023 into 2024, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And what's in your head, we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. What's in your unseen energy, and good Lord, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. And then going forward, oh my goodness, Libra, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I'm sorry if y'all can't see those. But dude, okay. So what this is looking like, there is a new beginning. I do feel like you guys are desiring it, and energetically speaking, it's just for you. And this could be, and I'm saying this with this Fool card now, this could be coming from whether it's Mercury going direct on the 1st of January, or in your personal chart there's transits, but energetically speaking, which is like something bigger than you in the context of like this is just something spirit doing, there is in the essence of a new beginning or the opportunity for a fresh start. You feel what I'm saying? However, with this Nine of Wands in the reverse coming into January, what I'm seeing with this, it's like a level of resistance and disorganization. And again, this, and I'm going to say this, Libra, even if you don't have Capricorn in your chart, I would strongly suggest to go watch Capricorn. And why would I say that? It's because we're in Capricorn season, and because we're in Capricorn season. And then speaking of which, Mercury was retrograde in Capricorn. And whether you're watching this before January on Patreon or on Shiju Society, aka the network, or you're seeing this in January on YouTube, it's like with like Mercury goes direct on the 1st, but it was retrograde in Capricorn. So Capricorn energy is going to be affecting us one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter. It's going to hit you either way. So I would still suggest to watch it, because what it is that Capricorn is going through, that energy signature from the sign itself is influencing you anyway. And just to save time, so I'm not like delving, into repeating things that you could get from the other one, I would suggest to go watch that to get more insights. But I say that to say there's this energy of holding on to things that no longer serve us. And I've been seeing this since the weekly that I did for the 18th through the 24th. It's this pervasive energy that spirit is giving us the opportunity to see how it is that we're holding ourselves back via our self-limiting beliefs, and how our self-limiting beliefs are leading to self-sabotage. And a lot of what it is I'm seeing in you guys' overall energy, we're seeing it as situations, circumstances, and people, but in reality, that's actually a projection, because we're not really seeing how it is that we're holding ourselves back. And what I'm seeing with this, my energy is being brought to this energy that's the unseen for you guys, the Three of Wands in the reverse. It's like you are purposefully holding yourself back from your future. But going back to that guilt feeling I was feeling, which I'm seeing in this Five of Cups in the reverse, it's something for you guys past tense that matriculated or transpired a certain way, and you guys are holding yourself accountable for that and not letting that go. And I feel like it's been so long with this that it's not even top of mind or conscious anymore. Like this has literally become like your way of being. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that it's become subconscious, you unless it's your date of deliverance and it's your time to receive a message like this, you would hear me say this and be like, I don't feel guilty for anything. There's not anything that I'm holding myself accountable for. Like that doesn't even make sense. That just means it's not your time. You know what I'm saying? But whenever we have ingrained stuff like this, it could literally, and I'm going to use something that is probably like horrible analogy, like very dark and morbid, but it could be something like I don't know, when you were like 8, you were riding bikes with, a friend in your neighborhood, and you wanted to like scare them, right? So like you took like a side street, and I really, this would be terrible if this is like an energy signature I'm picking up on, if this really happened to someone. I'm sorry. But anywho, but you're like riding bikes with them and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna scare my friend. So you're riding side by side and you kind of slow down, you take a side street and you come around the corner and you jump out in front of the person and you're like, rah, right? And then the kid is like scared, falls off of the bike. Gosh, this is so dark. And like they fall off of the bike and like fall onto something and like break their spine. And now the kid's like paralyzed and they've been paralyzed ever since then. And it's like, that wasn't your intention. That's not what you wanted to happen. But you were scrolling through Facebook and you see this person and you see them in a wheelchair and you're like, oh my gosh, that's all my fault. So all of these years since then, you've been carrying that guilt. Like this person would not be in this wheelchair if it wasn't for me. So having that belief, it's like anytime something good will happen to you, you somehow find a way to sabotage it, right? But of course, none of this is conscious. This is all subconscious stuff that's happening. But it's like anytime you get an opportunity, it's like you kind of backstep it because you'll rationalize like, oh, this doesn't feel right, or I don't really like that company, like that boss seems kind of weird. You'll rationalize your way out of it. But when you look back at your life, you see that you only make it to a certain like level, and your desire is to get higher than that. But what you find is you keep finding yourself getting trapped. It's like it seems like you're elevating, you make it to a certain level. When you want to go to that next level, somehow you end up getting bought 2 steps back. And that has repeatedly happened for so many years that it's kind of convinced you like this is just the way that life is. Now, why is all of this coming out? Because in this first part of January, you're being offered an opportunity to clear the slate with spirit, right? So it's like spirit's offering you an opportunity to have a clean slate. You have the opportunity to come into agreement with that, to manifest that into your future. But I feel with this 10 of Cups in the reverse in your near future, why this is coming out, because the energy that you guys are in from the influence of this 3 of Wands in the reverse, which is the subconscious limiting belief, right? What's coming from this 5 of Cups in the reverse, which is like conscious, because coming into January, maybe for some of you guys, this is top of mind, of where you're thinking a great deal about the past and things that you've done and how that's matriculated into things and so on and so forth, right? It's showing you how what you went through past tense, 9 of Wands in the reverse, how it is that you're thinking and feeling about it with 5 of Cups in the reverse. We'll call that guilt, right? And how this subconscious self-limiting belief, 3 of Wands in the reverse, is holding you back from, moving into your future. You feel what I'm saying? Hence the reason why we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse in your near future, because it's showing you how all of these energies are working together to continuously create this feeling of unfulfillment. It's like the reason why you're not fulfilled, the reason why you're not fully content, you're not fully happy, is because, and I'll just call it self-sabotage. It's like you're holding yourself back from that because you feel like you don't deserve it. But the message in all of this is it's not the truth. Another message in this is the fact that I don't feel that this is the first time that this has happened. This is not, it's just literally giving you an illustration of something that's continuously manifested for you. But something that I can say is this isn't like a punishment, right? Going back to Judgment in the reverse, this isn't like a divine order or a punishment. This isn't karma. This isn't God punishing you. This isn't the, chickens coming home to roost. It's none of those things. The huge message in this, and like I said, I've been getting this, especially in my weeklies. The whole message in this is getting all of us as a collective to see how it is that we're contributing to our own demise. This is not like a life thing. This isn't a transit screwing with you. This isn't God punishing you. It's none of those things. It's just seeing how it is that we're contributing or being like our own abusers in a sense. It's like things that we've been through past tense. We're holding ourselves accountable for something that God has long since forgiven us for. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel that's really what the message is in all of this, is us seeing how it is that we're contributing to us not leveling up. It's not a God thing, a guide thing, an ancestor thing, you not being in alignment and you're being reprimanded for that type of thing. It's just, like I said, with Capricorn, you have, abundant seeds, but you're planting them into dead ground. And that's why you're not getting the result that you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's no type of conspiracy. It's a call for you to recognize how it is you're holding yourself back and how to come out of alignment or out of agreement with that, because you do have an opportunity in the first part of this month, and I would say all of January, to come out of agreement with this. But the source of the main issue is conflict within the mind and misjudging yourself as well as the situation that you're in. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, that's been your soul session for the 1st through the 15th of January. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope it helped. You know what I'm saying? And I love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. And watch me as I awkwardly try to end the video.